Well, hello.
Hello. It's been a while.
It's been a while, but welcome. And we wanted to nip in to just give you a little bit of information that I come across about, well, carbs and how to...
Turning the bad carbs into good carbs.
And we know anyone that was on the unique diet, which is still there for you to catch up on YouTube or Facebook, you know that carbs are not always the best for us. But some of us really like carbs.
Yeah, like toast.
Yeah, toast. I don't eat toast so much now. But, but I do have my oats in the mornings. And some of you will have seen my recipe for porridge oats. And what we've learned is that, and this is from an article the BBC did a program on about good carbs and bad carbs.
And how to reduce the carbs.
And how to reduce the carbs. And
in certain foods.
In certain foods, yeah. And that's, so I will put a link to the article on the BBC, and you can look at the whole article. We're just looking at some of the points on it. Now Alexa's decided to join in. So you can follow that link and read a bit more about it. But basically, what it does is if you have a carb meal and
with rice and pasta or potatoes or bread.
Yes. Yep. And it's got them in and you freeze it. So you could actually make yourself a meal without eating it at all. Freeze it.
Roast some potatoes.
Yep. Yeah. You could freeze them. All right. And then when you reheat them, it cuts the bad carbs into turns them more into good carbs, and your body just cannot digest them in the same way. In fact, they go back down to your your gut, in your gut. And basically, what this report is saying, it would cut the carbs from that meal, not the carbs, sorry, the calories from like a lasagna.
Yeah, cut the calories by half. You said
up to a half. I mean, that's a lot, isn't it, folks? Yeah. And so. So if you're desperate for a lasagna, if you're desperate for a couple of roast potatoes or even a Yorkshire pudding, all right?
So the frozen Yorkshire puddings are good, but you could make your own Yorkshires and freeze them.
But and if you made your own, you know exactly what goes in them.
And I probably wouldn't recommend to do this if you were like on phase 1 of the diet or phase 2. No. This is way down the line.
Yeah, but... You know, it is if you
on occasions
or cheat. Yeah. You know, but I'm not saying that this is something you can do all the time. But if you've reached your target weight,
it's just a tip to use, isn't it?
If you reach your target weight, it's really good. So I, with my porridge, take a mere 20 grams of oats. I add my 200 ml of milk. I heat that in a microwave until it's boiled, and then I allow it to cool. And then I freeze it. It's quite a performance,
It's quite a performance.
But I do a lot at once. So, and then I freeze that. And then the next day...
We're in lockdown, John. You have plenty of time.
The next day, you can either eat it hot and add extra milk to what consistency you want, or you can heat it up, reheat it, and allow it to go cold and eat it for
it doesn't actually... It's not a long process, is it? Not really. No.
Very quick. Just joking. The fact is... What starts off as 20 grams, all right, all I'm adding is whole 5% milk, 5% or 6% fat. You're the full loaded. Don't put skim in. I want the fat because I'm cutting the carbs down and I'm enjoying the fat. Yep. But again, I'm at a stage where I can do that. And I'm not going to put on any weight. I've been doing this, actually. I've been eating like this for quite a few months.
Yeah.
And I don't
every
put on
morning
any weight.
For breakfast,
So last night's meal, put it in the mic. And the other thing is perhaps you like a slice of bread. Now, I know you can get keto bread, and we found some great recipes. And I think we've sent some of you recipes out on links on how to make keto bread. But if you've got bread in your freezer, it doesn't matter if it's white or brown because they're all high in carbs, especially. But if you could find some which is homemade, even, all right, slice it up.
Yeah, so it hasn't got any additives and things in it.
It's been cooked because bread is being cooked in its process of making it. Then freeze it and eat it from the freezer by taking a slice and sticking it in the toaster. By doing that, it cuts the carbs down. And so you get less carbs. If you eat that toast that's been frozen, your carbs are less, and you cannot take the calories into your body. No. And it's actually good for your end gut bacteria.
Yeah. So because it goes straight through.
Yeah, more so. The body does not absorb the calories.
No.
And so if you must have a slice of bread and you want it with some butter on it, all right, this is a tip really, because this is a way you can eat some carbs. You can have your cake and eat it.
Are you going to put a link on to tell us a bit more about the science behind that?
Well, I'm going to put a link on, excuse me, I'm going to put a link on of where this article come from. Yeah. I haven't actually seen the scientific paper myself, so I'm going to do a bit of research and find it, but I assume the BBC did their research before they put this out. Yeah. But basically, you're swapping out bad carbs, you're reducing the bad carbs and turning them into good. And you're feeding the gut bacteria with these frozen and redeveloped carbs, if you like.
Yeah, so it's the freezing part of it. That's
freezing and reheating.
Yeah.
That it seems. And also remember that anything we do to stop eating too many carbs, we've already said, cut out the sugar and the sweets and the pasta and the rice and the cake, normally cut that right out. And if you can't do anything else, you'll find that helps your diet. But what you find is that also that by doing a low carb diet, we are going to stop type 2 diabetes and lots of other illnesses that we talked about in our other series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
till next time.
Till the next time, I hope if you're on the diet, don't forget you can watch and follow. Go to our unique diet, 21 days.
Or send us any messages if you need any help.
Yeah, and we'd like to hear from you. And also click like, recommend, whatever you do on these things, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook. Tell your friends, and we'll catch you again soon.
Bye.